a drag queen is told in your county just today, in Hillsborough County, a drag queen is performing tomorrow in Apollo Beach, and they're doing a drag bingo in Apollo Beach. It's not Tampa. It's a bit more of a conservative community. And the bar restaurant in Apollo Beach informed the drag queen today that they're going to have to cancel the event because it might violate state law. There's no state law that it would violate. And they've received multiple threats against the business hosting it. And so as a result, in due diligence, the business has decided to cancel the event. When the drag queen gets the notice, your event tomorrow is canceled because you're a groomer or you've done something wrong or you've said something wrong. I think about Andrew Warren in that what's the difference? You get an email saying you've done something wrong and you're suspended, or the drag queen in Apollo Beach. It seems to me, while extreme in the illustration, that it is a similar process that the governor is just pitching with these wide nets to marginalize everyone, including the state attorney in Hillsborough County.
Well, look, I mean, the governor has made no secret of the fact that if you disagree with him, you risk him coming after you, whether it's me as state attorney, whether it's the transgender community, whether it's Disney and businesses that are standing up for their values, whether it's school board members, teachers. Look, the free state of Florida is only free if you believe and agree with everything that King Ron DeSantis says. Mm-hmm. And that is not the way freedom works. That is not what Florida's about. That is a very dangerous path we're on.
Yeah, you don't elect monarchs, heard loud and clear. I'm also curious in terms of this email comes to you. Was it embarrassing to you? Family, friends, people around you, colleagues? Did you have embarrassment of that you have to evaluate, have I done something wrong? Did you have any of those feelings?
No, nothing like that. I mean, first of all, this was never about just me, right? This was about much bigger issues that affect so many people, not just the voters of Hillsborough who elected me, but anyone who cares about free speech and the integrity of our elections. But it's frustrating, not embarrassing. It's frustrating because I knew the truth from the beginning, and it took months for that truth to come out in trial. And now that the truth came out, so people could see, the judge, a neutral arbiter of this, came out and said, Andrew Henson, anything wrong. The allegations against him are totally bogus. The governor is the one who is breaking the law here. It was refreshing to know that a judge came out and told everybody what we had known from the beginning, that this was an illegal suspension and a political hit job.
A political hit job. Before your situation, I had difficulty. I spent some time in looking at examples where a governor suspends an elected official in the seat of a state attorney, like in Hillsborough County. What's your reaction of a governor being able to suspend elected officials?
That is the key question, right? Unfortunately, everyone looks at my case and frankly, so many issues in politics today through the partisan lens of tribalism, right? If I'm a Democrat, everything Democrats do is great. If I'm a Republican, everything Republicans do is great. This is about so much more than that. A Republican governor suspending a Democratic state attorney is bad for democracy and bad for our state, just as if it were a Democratic governor suspending a Republican state attorney over political disagreement, for a political stunt. That is bad for democracy. And what people need to understand is it doesn't matter whether you're Republican or independent or Democrat. If you care about free speech, if you care about our elections, if you care about the rule of law, then this is wrong and you should be offended.
Yeah, and to that point, Andrew, I'm curious, what the reaction to you has been from communities like LGBT, women, Black, faith diversity communities that all know what this means in terms of marginalized attack. What's the response to you, Ben?
It's been overwhelmingly positive and supportive. I mean, it means so much to me to have so many people standing behind me in a fight that is about so much. But I tell you, one of the most reassuring things that's happened to me is the number of people who've come up to me and said, you know what, I didn't vote for you. I voted for the governor, but this is wrong. Because that shows that our democracy is functioning. When people can put aside their political allegiances and know what's important, fundamental values, democracy, our rights, our freedom, that gives me hope for the future in our state.
Wonderfully said.